Most businesses confuse strategy with execution. Strategy is the map, execution is the drive. But here's the problem. Most companies spend 90% of their time redrawing the map and zero time driving. Let me break it down. A strategy without execution is just a PowerPoint. Execution without strategy, that's running fast in the wrong direction. The winners, they link the two together. They set one clear goal, break it into measurable actions, and remove friction with tools, systems, or automation. Insurance companies, for example, don't lose deals because of lack of strategy. They lose them because follow-up execution sucks. A broker may know exactly who to call, but if calls, emails, and scheduling don't actually happen, the deal is gone. The real return on investment isn't in more ideas. It's in building a machine that makes execution automatic. Imagine if every follow-up was handled instantly, every client got a response in seconds, and every opportunity stayed alive. That's what separates growth from stagnation. So here's the challenge for you. Audit your business. For every strategy slide, ask yourself, where is the execution? Because strategy without execution is fantasy. Execution without strategy is chaos, but together, that's compounding growth. If this hit home, subscribe. I'll drop billion-dollar frameworks like this every day for free. Why strategy dies in meetings? Most strategies don't fail in the market, they fail in the conference room. Here's why. Businesses love to plan. Endless whiteboards, flowcharts, roadmaps, but execution dies because nobody owns the next step. The insurance world sees this daily. Meetings end, everyone nods, no one makes the call, sends the email, or schedules the client. Execution doesn't need another meeting. It needs a system where the action is so simple, people can't not do it, right? Next time you leave a meeting, ask, who owns this? When does it happen? What system enforces it? If you can't answer that or any of those questions, the strategy is already dead. Subscribe here, okay? I'll show you how to build execution machines that never sleep. Execution is about speed. Speed beats size every time. A billion-dollar insurance company can still lose a 10-person brokerage because speed of execution is a weapon. When a client feels out of form, speed of response decides if you close them or lose them. Execution isn't about doing 100 things. It's about eliminating lag time between decision and action. Automation, AI, and systems shrink that gap to zero. Speed multiplies strategy. Ask yourself this: how long from decision to action in your business? If it's more than seconds, you're bleeding deals. Follow me. I'll show you how to compress time and scale in execution. Why most companies can't execute? Execution doesn't fail because people are lazy. It fails because the system is broken. Here's the truth. People don't forget follow-ups because they're bad employees. Definitely not. They forget because the system relies on memory instead of automation. Brokers don't lose clients because they lack desire. They lose them because juggling 50 emails, 30 calls, and 10 renewals without tools is impossible. Execution is an infrastructure problem, not a motivation problem. If execution in your company depends on willpower, you've already lost. Execution has to be automatic. Okay? Subscribe now. I'll teach you how to build execution into the wiring of your business. Execution creates compounding growth. Execution is the compound interest of business. One call today won't change your business. One follow-up won't either. But do it consistently every day, automatically. And suddenly your pipelines triple. Execution isn't sexy in the short term, but over time, it compounds faster than any strategy shift. For insurers, every missed call is a lost time. It's like a lost, I would say, lifetime client in this case. Execution ensures you never miss compounding opportunities. If you want exponential growth, stop chasing shiny strategies and master boring, relentless execution. Subscribe for more frameworks that actually compound. The execution gap. Between what leaders say and what teams do lives the execution gap. And it's costing you millions. The execution gap is real. CEOs set vision. Teams nod. Then reality hits. No follow-ups, no accountability, no client contact. Insurance and finance live here. Leadership pushes growth goals, but brokers still manually chase paper. The gap is what kills momentum. Closing it requires systems where goals, actions, track outcomes. If your team knows the strategy, but execution lags, you're bleeding out in the gap. Subscribe. I'll show you how to close it permanently. Execution isn't about tasks, it's about dollars. Most companies track how many calls were made, emails that were sent, or hours logged. That's activity. Execution is measured in outcomes, deals closed, policies renewed, money collected. Insurance brokers don't win because they tried. They win when the client signs. Execution should be tied directly to revenue, not effort. That's how you see which strategies actually work. Stop measuring busyness. Start measuring outcomes. Execution is dollars in, not tasks out. Okay? Subscribe. I'll break down $1 billion execution frameworks every day for free.